Lady Eleonora, are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. Thanks to the first aid, it's barely a scratch now. And with Thénardier's army retreating, there shouldn't be any reason to fight for a while. So I can focus on healing. But never mind me. Lim, am I crazy, or have your breasts gotten even bigger than before?
Why would you say such a thing?
They're quite large. Those really are tremendous.
You've got to touch him to get the full effect.
Lady Eleonora!
Come on, just let him have a quick stop. What's the harm in it? Look at that cheese. Not quite the same as what we get in Jacted.
In Brune, there are so many different varieties of cheeses that it's widely believed that each individual village makes its own unique kind.
Hey, Tigra.
Lady Eleonora, where's Lord Tigravoman?
Looks like he passed out before he could even make it into bed. I hope he didn't catch a cold.
I wish we could allow him to sleep in a bit longer, but sadly that's out of the question.
Yeah, too bad.
Now then, how do we wake him up? It's gonna take more than a kiss on the forehead. When we first met, Lim roused him by shoving a sword in his mouth. But when I wanted to do it, Tita got mad.
You could have impaled him! And then how would he have been able to eat his breakfast? Wow, he's just not gonna budge at all, is he?
Alright then, how about we try this?
Lady?
Tigra once said that no matter how deep a sleep he was in, if he sensed an animal about to attack, he'd wake up instantly.
Well, sure, that may have been true back during his hunting days. But now, who knows? What are you planning to do to him?
Good morning, Tigra.
You woke me through bloodlust?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but don't worry, I'll never try that again.
Thanks, I would really appreciate it if you didn't.
This is quite a spread, huh?
It all looks pretty good.
It does. The nearby villages sent us all kinds of food.
They're offering it up now before it can be confiscated. That's certainly one way to curry favor.
And so you just took it from them?
No, of course not. We paid them for it. Though you know, they may have sold this to us at a fairly steep discount.
Riorik and Gerard were the ones placed in charge of negotiating.
That explains it. So then, what do we do now? Seize the opportunity to completely destroy Thénardier?
We should head to Artesium.
To do what? Help the citizens there? I don't think even we have the goods necessary for that.
No, we're not going into the burned city.
What do you mean?
We go under the city from outside it, to establish Princess Regin's identity.
Good idea. If we're able to prove to people that Princess Regin is indeed royalty, it'll solidify our cause as the righteous one.
Then we can flip things on Thenardier and charge him with treason.
Princess, please tell us how to find and navigate the area that's underneath Artesium.
Well, I've only ever heard about it. I've never actually set foot there myself. Charles' son, Gra. The Holy Grotto. They say that's where Charles, our nation's founding father, received a divine sign that determined he would be king. The Holy Grotto is where Brune was born. From what I've been told about the Holy Grotto, there are 3 ways to get in. One entrance is in the central district of Artesium. Another can be found in the southeast corner of the capital, in the Temple of Masia, Mother Goddess of the land. And the last one is in the northeast, in the public cemetery.
Looks like the one closest to our current location is likely the Temple of Masia.
Well, then that's where we're headed. Yes, it sounds like you've got it covered. I'm counting on you.
As you wish.
We won't let you down.
What's your problem?
Nothing! What's yours?
Young master,
Yes, what is it?
would it be all right if I tagged along and escorted you to the temple?
Really? But the battle just barely ended. You must be so exhausted after that.
I feel as strong as an ox. However, I imagine, young master, that once this war is over, you'll return to Jicted with the War Maiden, correct?
Yes.
I'm already so old. I think you know, young master. Wherever you go in Brune, or beyond, even if you went to the ends of the earth, I would follow you. But my body can't keep this up forever. So for however long this war may last, I'd like to remain by your side as much as I possibly can.
Yes, all right. But in return, promise you'll flee at the first sign of danger.
Oh, I can still run away with the best of them. Well, I should go get ready.
This is just great. Now you've got a princess and an old man to worry about. Which, let's face it, is all the more reason for me to come, too.
Huh?
My fate depends on the outcome of this quest as much as yours does. Can you think of any reason why I shouldn't accompany you?
Please stop and think about your position.
Sheesh. This is hardly how someone of higher standing should act. You should be more self-aware as a war maiden.
Say, Lim, you think there are even 5 men here who are as strong as me? You know, right now, we're at an extremely critical crossroads with this. What happens as a result of this mission will determine whether or not our cause is seen as beyond reproach. So I'm not going just for fun. We can't risk failure.
If anything goes wrong, your first priority is to save yourself. And second, take care of Princess Regin. Do you understand?
Yeah, I hear you. The temple's a lot smaller than I expected.
Please try to move it carefully.
It's cold down here.
This tunnel looks like an escape route.
You're probably right about that. Before Brune even existed, Artesium was a stronghold. All powerful ruling families in the region used it for protection, or so we've been told.
What are these drawings?
They depict the gods engaging in battle with a dragon. According to Brunish mythology, dragons were the only beings capable of doing even the slightest bit of harm to a god.
As someone from Jicted whose founder legendarily claimed to be the incarnation of a dragon, I must say I have some mixed feelings about that little story.
Well, if it helps you, the gods weren't always fighting with the dragons. They found a way to make peace. 3 goddess pillars were erected in order to placate the dragons. If this is here, then the Holy Grotto is nearby. It has to be.
Do you think so?
I do.
Look who's here. So it's true then. By some miracle you really are still alive, Prince Regnus. Or should I call you Princess Regin?
Just what are you doing down here? And how much do you know about all of this?
You know I hardly see the point in explaining anything to an individual who's about to die.
Watch out!
Yes, Regin, stay back!
Quickly now! All right, Steed, you're up.
Riuric, think you can hold them?
If that's what you want, then yes.
Good.
Got him.
Your skill is most impressive. One of your allies stands in the line of fire. Your environment is dimly lit. The ceiling is low and your foe advances. Yet despite these conditions, you manage to precisely target my head, shoot an arrow with immense power. I see you clearly deserve the lofty title that's been bestowed upon you, Silverash. Stand down now. The only lives I'm interested in are those of Count Vorn and Princess Regin.
Ah, but if we step aside as you suggest, what kind of knights would that make us?
You may have yet to reach the age of 20, but I must admit you are well trained.
Gee, thanks, but a man your age poking around a hole like this, you've got some
Precisely
nerve.
because it is a hole. It makes sense for me to be so confident. Down here!
Hey, what's that sound?
Fall back!
Riuric! Get the princess!
Hurry up, young master!
Get ready, Count Vorn! Your life ends now!
This will be your grave.
Tigra! Oh no, Tigra!
Bertrand. Bertrand! Bertrand!
Young master.
Bertrand.
Are you injured anywhere, young master?
No, I'm all right. There's not a scratch on me. It's thanks to you, I'm still alive.
Young master, your hand feels so warm wrapped around mine. You really do appear to be fine. Which means it was worth it for this tired old man here to sacrifice his life so he could save yours.
No, you can't give up yet. You're going back home. Back to Alsace, like you said.
Ah, yes, Alsace. How I miss it. Spring will be coming soon. With it, the return of all the greenery.
Yes, that's right. It'll be spring there soon. So come on.
Oh, Lord Urs. Your laddie has grown up before my eyes and become a brave and skillful man. It's a tribute to you, Lord Urs. He defends Alsace, the land you left him, and his efforts to keep the peace that fill me as I'm sure they would fill you with such immense pride. Laddie! Look what I brought you, laddie! At the time, regrettably, when dear Lord Urs fell ill, there simply wasn't anything that I could do to save his life. And even though I knew the secession was inevitable and beyond my control, I was worried. Would Lord Ur's young son actually be able to govern Alsace? Was the little laddie up to it? There was Lord Mashas and his territory and all of his duties for the boy to contend with. How could he ever possibly? But then, as it turned out, all my reservations were entirely unwarranted.
What?
Yes, because you, laddie. Sorry, I mean young master. You have managed to become a man many times greater than I ever dared to imagine you would be. So much so that I'm embarrassed. I was so worried about you having a father figure in Lord Ur's absence, as if you needed help from an old man like me. In the same way, Lord Ur's concerns about you were equally unfounded. He feared you would focus all your attention only on Alsace. But, young master, as much as you love Alsace, you've also cared for those outside its borders.
Well, yes. I've tried.
I know. There's nothing left to worry about now. I've been blessed with a truly wonderful Lord.
Bertrand!
Young master, take care of Tita.
So what are we going to do when we arrive at Artesium?
Find the spot directly above the Holy Grotto. Tigra.
What is that?
Hurry! you okay? Good grief. You sure know how to worry me. Go get me some rope now! When Bertrand risked his life and crossed over the border to deliver his message to Tigra, that set all of this in motion. Listening to Bertrand led Tigra to rise up.
Pardon me, Count Rodat. If I may speak candidly now, we need him to lead. Will Tigra be ready to command again by tonight?
To be honest, I don't know.